Okay, let's get to this demo. I did this demo before and I realized it made terminate button didn't work, so let's hope it works now. Um, Again, I brought up it shouldn't have a password here. We're not required it. It does have all its necessary checks, so I'll show that really quick. But let's just do a person, Dom. Say Dom wants to create some VMs. Obviously, he doesn't have any right now. I'll show you really quick the code behind that. We pretty much just check if the username exists, and then also this is where the cookies are created. I looked this up. It's pretty simple. It seems to convert to a string straight away when I was looking. And then obviously if I do find it, I locate it over. But that's brief code. It's not anything crazy. And then the login.html is just pretty much showing this screen. But as I was saying, I think that this is more important code. So let's say I want to create an instance. You can see a bunch over to the right, but let's do this. It's ready, but you can see the ready isn't yes. And the instance info doesn't return an IP address because that's what we had in project 7, where the IP address would not be returned. And then just the instance info straight away. So we have to wait for that. I could refresh here and show that something is created. Something was created. You can see it wasn't created before. The instance IDs match, which is good. Boom, boom. I think I should be able to refresh now. The IP address will show. Yes, the IP address is showing now, and ready is yes. I think you should be able to. Something in there will allow that to just do it automatically, but to be honest, I was too lazy. But yeah, IP address is in now. This isn't gonna run yet until the status checks are done, like meaning it's not gonna show up, but I could definitely this is an older one because I was messing with it. This isn't gonna work obviously. Let me just do this. HTTP the IP address is here. Let's do boom copy. I'm gonna wait until the status checks are done. And then I guess I could show you code for how I did the create server. I didn't change anything else, to be honest. I think I showed you earlier in Project 7 that I'm using my AWS credential keys. I'm creating it using command, and then this my script runs that EC2 instance with some HTTP or whatever. Um, and then it calls monitor a new node, nothing different. The only thing really different is I changed the redirect to main.py so it goes straight back to main.py when it's done loading. And then that's really it. And then I will go terminate server. Right now I'm not going to explain it until this is ready and running. I don't think it's going to be running probably in probably a minute or so. We should be done. Guess I'll wait. What else could I show? Changes by. I guess I could explain Vim terminate. So pretty much all this stuff requires that simple cookie. Um, I know this is from our slides. I looked this up obviously. And all this stuff has validation. So like if if it doesn't have the cookie, it wouldn't let me log in, which is what happened. Um, and then what else? What else? What else? What else? Server ID, meaning that's ID doesn't exist, but it does. And then the command. Oh yeah, the command's important. This is just all in AWS CLI. Terminate instances pretty much chooses the instance ID and where it locates. We're all in East because I'm in Virginia right now. I could change that, and then again, once it's done, it just redirects back to the page. And then you guys can look at it more, obviously, when I submit it. And then I think this should be close to done. I hope so. We can be done with this demo. I have senior design. So okay, checks are done. I'll show that the instance does work. Boom. So again, this was just code earlier. I just made stuff up when I was doing it. This is just me adding buttons because it's useful for this stuff. Obviously, it's a different because I'm on one of the table, but yeah, this works. And then if I click terminate, this ready should be set to no, and then this should stop once I refresh. So this is set to no, and then please work. Yep, and it's shutting down, the one I just made. So yeah, it's working. I hope this video was enough. If it isn't, I guess I will get a bad grade and you email about it and I'll email you back. But yeah, it should be good. And then post this on YouTube. Thank you. Have a good day.